In this video, let us discuss about the concept of women empowerment. See, our point of discussion should not be women empowerment, rather our point of discussion should be addressed about the challenges faced by the women, because the woman is present in the every sphere of life. The woman is achieved a great deal in every sector in our society. So, our point of discussion about the women empowerment may not be correct. Hence, we should discuss about the challenges that are faced by the women. See, point number one: the women should not get rights based on courtesy. The women should not get their jobs because women empowerment is an emotional feeling. The women are capable, the women are intelligent, the women are competent in this present society equally with the men. So, based on the criteria of intelligence, based on the criteria of capability, based on the criteria of competence, women has their right to get each and every right because of these three qualities: intelligence, competence, and capabilities. Hence, there should not be the discussion about the women right, there should be discussion about the human rights. So our first point discussing about the challenges faced by the women, first point of discussion is human rights versus women rights. See, we all discuss about the women rights, our discussion run around the concept of women rights, but our point of discussion should be about human rights, because this word women rights has some discrimination that women are somewhat less. Hence our discussion should be human rights, where there should be no difference in the viewpoint, there should be no difference in the mind about the gender bias. There should not be thought of gender bias, that our feeling of male and female should be equal. Discussing about the point number 2, that is bearing and rearing of children. See, this concept of bearing and rearing of children, the sole and whole responsibility is carried out by mother since ages. The important role in bearing and rearing of the child in past was taken by mother, in present it is taken by mother, in future it will be taken by mother. Hence this idea of bearing and rearing of the mother should be done by women should be changed, and hence the father and the family should also take equal responsibility. The father should have the same feeling of belongingness in rearing, in growing up the children. Hence the important challenge to be addressed is women in bearing and rearing of the children. Point number 3, that is feminism. This concept of feminism, which is popular nowadays, tells the greatness of women empowerment. The concept of the emergence of concept of feminism is because of women empowerment. There is nothing called there is no women empowerment. There is women empowerment, and the indication for the greatness of women empowerment is feminism. See, discussing about the concept of feminism, in the concept of feminism, the feminism should not be just seen as a discourse to be analyzed. It is a methodology for the social change. Feminism is not just a discourse to be analyzed. It is an social change. It is a method of social change. So point number 4, equality of women rights versus liberalization of women rights, that is equal women rights versus liberal rights. See, discussing about equality versus liberalization, we should not fight for the equality of women, we should fight for the liberalization of women. See, this concept of liberalization has greater freedom than equality. This concept of liberalization of women has some greater ideology of women coming out of the chains of responsibilities of social ideas. See, the women should be liberated economically, socially, culturally, such that they have greater role in impacting the society. So we should stop fighting for the equality rights for the men. We should start fighting for the liberalization of the women. I feel that liberalization of women rights should have more importance than fighting for the equality of women rights. This is point number 4. Discussing about the point number 5, that is gender sensitization. This concept of gender sensitization has been reducing because of our family system. Since the industrial revolution, since the development of science and technology, the joint family system has not been seen. From nuclear family we are going to no child family. From no child family we don't know how the family system is going to change. Hence, in this growing world, in this growing society, because there is no joint family system or there is no family value system, there is a need for gender sensitization in our education system. The responsibility till now which is taken by the family value system now should be taken by education system in inculcating the children, in inculcating the adolescent age people about the gender sensitization. That means teaching them away, bringing them awareness that there is no difference between the male and female. It is only our idea, it is only our perspective that has been developed. Hence this idea of gender sensitization should be brought in among the children. This is about gender sensitization. Discussing about the 6th point, that is safety of women, protection of women. So because women has achieved greater deal in the society, because there is women empowerment, we see the lack of safety for women, we see the lack of protection for women, we see many assaults, sexual assaults, rape attempts, we see all these on women. So all these are indication for the women empowerment. Hence we should make some implementation such that the women are being protected, they feel secured. This is about my view about the challenges of women empowerment. Not but not the least, discussing about the idea of women in the society. See, the people or the women or the youth, girls in the society feel that westernization idea, following the western culture, following the western ideas is empowerment. See, following western ideas, following western culture, following the dress style of western people is not women empowerment. That is not only women empowerment. See, many people in the society, many people or youth in the society feel that dress culture or the cultural life, the lifestyle of the culture of western ideas is empowerment. That is not empowerment. The biggest example, my biggest inspiration, Sudha Murthy, is showing ways for women empowerment, but she is not being westernized. That is women empowerment. Being western is not empowerment. Being inspiring than male, being a role model for the society, being an ideal for the society is empowerment. Not being stylish, not being westernized is empowerment. Being responsible citizen, being aspiring ideal, being an admiring woman to the society like Sudha Murthy is an empowerment. I have took Sudha Murthy as an example to show how women should empower themselves, because I have drawn many qualities. I have myself admired much by the lifestyle or by the ideas of Sudha Murthy. Hence I have taken Sudha Murthy as an example. Hence, I end my discussion about the concept of women empowerment on the eve of Women's Day. Hence, at last, my point of view or my point of discussion, rather than speaking about the women empowerment, we should discuss about the challenges, how the women empowerment should be brought in more by addressing the challenges and implementing good things for the better reach of women. Thank you.